So I'm gonna start working on the coin door here. So it's a matter of just taking everything apart. I did take photos of it already. So, so there's a bit of history here, but we'll take this apart. I just got a couple of options. I got my ratchet to take these off. Most of these bolts, quarter-inch head on these bolts. Instead of the ratchet, I put it in my drill, my DeWalt here. See if things go a little quicker. I hope I documented this right, because there's a lot of little things to take apart. Wires go through that little chute. It goes down to the coin mech. So there's a coin mech here, and there's one missing on this side, but there's one here. So there's two tabs you pull down, and this just lifts out. Just like this. And there's little hooks here. So in order to install it back in, you just put a hooks, press down, and it's installed. Otherwise, you just pull these spring-loaded tabs, bring it up, and it's done. So that's that. Now everything is exposed. There's going to be a heck of a lot of bolts here. So a lot of this is just taking all this apart. Try to quicken things up. And there. And I will tumble all these parts, put in that tumbler and clean those up. I mean, I can do this just by hand, and actually not even that. Not even that clean, or that dirty anyway. Such a geek. Yes, Paul, I heard you. Said I was a geek. Because I don't care, Paul. Alright, let's see. That goes along the bottom. Gauges these coin mechs here. Also the slam switch. The slam switch, not too familiar with that. I guess it operates just like a tilt would on a pinball. That's connected. Plan B. I'll get it off, don't worry. Tough. I don't like using the wrong tool for the job, but stiff. Could be cross-threaded. It should just spin right off. What a piece of crap. Okay, we left that. Just stayed on task anyway. Roll this up, put that last. I'll have more room when I get these out. So there's the coin, 25-cent coin label. There's a bit of black paint on there. I'm gonna have to clean that up. something I should have did off the get-go and I didn't do it, is actually disconnect this whole door from the frame itself. I'm gonna stop and do that right now. So there's 3 screws, Phillips head screws that are holding that on. Get that off. And this frame, I'll show you, this frame is actually disconnected. And I'm gonna have to get that either bolted together or take it to work and get the guys in the shop to weld that back together. I don't have a welding machine anymore. Right way to fix that. Okay, there's the frame. So there's, yeah, it's disconnected there. And once that's done, I have to clean it up and then repaint that. That has a hammered look. Might not be able to see that in the camera, but it's kind of a dimpled, hammered look, and I can, I like to keep that actually. And that's fine. If I do sand it, I'll reapply it with kind of a hammered look paint. I can also get it at Home Depot. Okay, so that's disconnected. Okay, I want to leave that to last for some reason, but I want to get rid of these coin chutes. There's something amiss here. I think it's cross-threaded. That's why it looks like somebody tried to change this lockout, but never did. I don't think they can get it off. Okay. Reposition here. Oh! What the hell? All right, ended up taking it on the floor and just hammering on that nut, and the intent of breaking it, and I broke it. I just took a screwdriver and a hammer on it. I mean, we're not gonna use this lock anyway, so broke the nut, came off easy. I'll take this slam switch off, lock comes out, so that's trash. Anyways, okay, there's the coin door all cleaned up. There is a midway plate on here that could reuse. You know, I could mask it off, paint it, but this is really scratched up. It's one of these midway plates that say video is our game. And I can get that at Arcade Shop for like 10-15 bucks. So I think I'm going to drill that out, drill these rivets out. I'm going to have to get some tiny screws to put that back on. So let me get a bit. We're repairing this wiring harness here. Yes, it's a mess. I'll get it cleaned up. Ready? Cleaned up. Okay, let's get ready here. A few wires to put back together. Okay, there's a wire there and a wire on the slam switch to put back on. Okay, let's deal with that one first. Okay, that's on. Yes. Now, there's one right here. The tab that's in here. This wire goes to. So tonight I've been busy painting the coin door, and it's dark now, and it's also been raining, so I've had to cover this up. This cardboard works pretty good for a shield for overspray, and then also to cover it. I can't see a darn thing. Everything is black. It's definitely dark out. All is in the air. It gets dark early. Okay, so we got a meter, we got some bulbs for the coin indicators, 105-cent indicators. We have some tape on here. I think that was just temporary. I put on there as well. It's more just to indicate that I gotta go and fix. I don't think these are anything wrong with them. Other than they're kind of just, they look a little suspect. They may fail because it's almost been, the wiring's been kinked or squished, so more preventative than anything. But I'm going to take this tape off if I could and just eyeball what's going on here. You know, these wires kind of get crushed over time. They get probably slammed in the door, coin door, whatever, so no wonder there's a bit of abuse on them. Nothing going on. Oh, that tape was just indicated that I have to solder that up. Good. This one here. Okay, so that's repaired. Zoom bag out. Okay, so that's part of the test switch that is mounted on the coin door. The rest of these, actually, here's another piece of tape. We better check that. Okay, this was taped. For what reason? Oh, there's a little bit of twists in that wire. Oh yes, it's opened up there. That's not bad at all. I am not going to cut and re-solder that. It's actually intact. It's just the sheathing is just a little separated. I'm going to actually put some tape back on that. It's all good. There, that's good. It is fine. So that concludes all the wiring. A little cleanup. I plan on reattaching this. I'm going to actually glue it and screw it together. It was spot welded before, and I don't have a welding machine anymore, so I'm going to screw it together, but I can't have any of the screws sticking out the head or the end, so I'll have to put the screw in and then cut it off both sides. Let's see how this works. These are self-tapping screws. Got a new number 2 Roberts bit. It's about time. It's been forever since I bought a new one. They wear out pretty quickly. Hopefully this is good quality. Need a battery, Jeff. Crash! It's actually working. Oh, awesome. Okay, that worked. But I will have to cut both ends off. Actually, if I notch out the cabinet to allow that screw head, that will be acceptable. But I still have to cut this end off because that door fits inside. Ah, look what a plan comes together. Awesome. I just finished downloading a lot of videos off SD card out of this camera, and me in that time I couldn't video the cleaning of all this stuff here. Turn that down a little bit. But these mechanisms I had just finished cleaning. I took sandpaper, bit of sandpaper, applied it to all of this mechanism everywhere. There was little bits and pieces everywhere, and got everything as cleaned up as possible, and it was running a little bit choppy. There's something, so this mechanism here with the midway mechanism, just spring loaded. This is the coin return. Coin door, you push that to get return your coin. But this gets really sticky, like really gummed up, doesn't operate it. Also, if you push too hard, it stays in. And people think, oh no, the mechanism's broken, but it's not. It's just this button goes in too far, and it's kind of locked in within this retainer here, and you actually have to just position it right in the hole for it to pop back out. That's no big deal. If you know that, that's fine. I did try to, I sanded that down as much as I could, and it still doesn't. It still does it, so that's fine. You're just not supposed to push it in as far. So I did add a little 3-in-1 oil to all these moving parts, both sides of this hinge. Anywhere there was a moving part, I put oil in here, of course. It was running, you could hear it was just grinding, and then all of a sudden, even a little bit of oil here as that mechanism slides up and up. Now it's silent. It's pretty great. So there's 2 of those. Those are cleaned up. Put back in the bag to stay cleaned and oiled. And I took the coin mechanism, and I just doused it in Simple Green. Just sprayed it. I put it in the sink and sprayed it. And then I ran some hot water over it to clean it all up, and then another towel and rub it clean and dry it off. And these parts you can do that. I think it even says on here, yeah, clean only with hot soapy water. So these components on here are stainless steel, so they don't corrode, or they don't corrode as bad. There's a little corrosion on that, but yeah, they're meant to be washed. So that is done. Now I have these 25-cent indicators, right? They're lit up in the coin door, and they look pretty good when they're lit up. But I don't know if you noticed, but there's actually some paint overspray from the last time somebody touched this coin door up. So I didn't want to just soak it in my Simple Green solution. The other purely plastic items from the coin door are in there soaking with a little bit of hot water. But these, I think I'm gonna apply some of that Goo Gone and see how that works out. And I'm just gonna prep for that now. Well, I forgot. My Goo Gone is at the garage. So just brought out a few cleaners that maybe will take that paint overspray off. I know I got some bathroom cleaner stuff here. But I also found in the cupboard, my wife has this coffee descaler liquid. And I did dab this a bit. And that's the first thing I tried. Because it must be kind of like an alcohol. I'm trying to see if the paint's coming off. No, barely. No. I don't want to scratch this up to get the paint off. I mean, it's a little bit dark on the pad here, or in the paper, but I know there's this fantastic works pretty fantastic, and it's with foam. It might break that down as well. It's the boring little cleaning part. I want to just clean them up. I don't want to have to get new ones. You know, new ones you can't claim they're, you know, fully original, restored, but I think it's working. It's cleaner. It's better, right? Hang on. I just remembered something I used when I was in a pinch to clean some paint off. So let me get back. Hopefully we have something in the bath. Okay, I'm back. This again, treasures in the house. This is Avon's Skin So Soft. I don't know if you ever heard of this stuff, but it's supposed to be good for soft skins, but I've seen more people use it for a cleaning product and an insect repellent than anything. It seems kind of weird, but it's really good insect repellent. Let's see if it works on this paint. I don't think it's doing a very good job, this other cleaner. So let's get Skin So Soft. Get some fresh paper. Chance. This could be a big marketing thing for Avon. If this works. Oh yeah, it's coming off. I mean, it's just like baby oil. If you have baby oil, Johnson's baby oil, it's a good cleaner for actually oil paint, if you can believe it. Like if you had oil paint on your hands or on items. And we'll clean that up. Oh, that is better. Oh, my beautiful wife is home. Say hi, beautiful wife.
Oh, are you on video?
I'm on video. Yeah, I think that worked. Good old Avon Skin So Soft. Clean that off.
That's the one.
Hey, we have a believer over there. Okay. Alright, you guys, I'll just continue on with the next one. Cleaned up. Looking pretty good. Skin So Soft. Avon. If you got kicking around, use it. Okay, we're going to tackle the chlorine door, put that back together. Come out pretty good. There's 3 coats on there. It will do. Backside here, backside almost seems to look better than the front. We are going to start putting everything together. One. Do it again. So this can go on. So do these little things. So there's a 25-cent label. Goes in there, and there's this metal bracket that holds that in place. While it's holding that in place, it also holds the light that illuminates that 25-cent. So put that together. Oh my gosh, is music pretty sad or what? Holy shit. I have to correct something because this wiring from this bulb actually goes through these chutes, or whatever you want to call them, for the coin mech. So chute comes in like this, got a pin towards the bottom. This fits right over the acceptance of the coin. This actually goes through here. Keeps these wires behaving properly. Goes through here. And that goes on. So I have more room. I'm gonna put this bulb back on right away. Room for my fat hands. Okay, not that fat. Muscular. Okay, good. So these chutes can go on. Fits right in that plastic part that accepts the coin. Thought it had to fit under, but no, there's not enough room. need to just double check. Everything should be tightened down. Nothing says the 80s like Rick Astley. Am I wrong? No. Coin trips. So you don't know, the coin goes through the front side, goes through the chute, lines up with this coin mech. And the coin mech decides whether it's a valid coin, it's actually a quarter from your choice of country. You can set it Canadian or American, and it will, if its coin is okay, it will actually drop through this side and trip the game to credit a game. If it's not, it will short circuit and go through this side. That's the coin injection side, so it'll just drop out. So that's how that works. So that looks complete, you know, except for I'm missing a coin mech on this side. Now, if we turn it around, it's pretty much, it's done. Yeah, it's good. That's it. Last thing that goes on, I bought a new one of these from arcadeshop.com, but that is the new one. It says Midway Valley Company, video is our game. And I'm just going to cover up those old holes that were there. The other one was riveted on. This one actually has a sticky back, 3M sticky back, so that will just go on like that. So I'm gonna have to do that without making a issue of it. I'm just gonna eyeball it and put it on. Here goes. Looks pretty good, right? Nice. Okay, that's done. Good.